Kingsclear. This is part 2 of the second batch of Accurascale Class 37s, which is the centre head code 37 you can see in the background, and in the foreground you can see its running mate, the split head code 37, which was part of the first batch. So in the first video I went through a lot of the functionality of the actual 37s, which are excellent, to be honest with you, but they were literally straight out of the box. Now, as you can see, I've done some weathering and I'll go through that in a minute. But overall, I'm really quite impressed by this loco, both from a sound point of view and obviously the details, etc. So what have we done? So as you can see, the split head code has got the frost grille on there, which was standard for 37s in their earlier lives. But as you can also see, I've removed the frost grille from the rearmost loco, the centre head code one, and I did that really just to give a little bit of difference between the two. My excuse is obviously one of the locos went into the workshop and they forgot to put it back on again. But I'm happy with it, and I'm sure there'll be a few rivet counters out there that will say that that's not prototypical, but from my eyes, somebody sheared a bolt off or something like that and left that frost grille off. But the weathering itself is not overly weathered. Obviously both of these locos would have been quite clean at this time in the early 60s. So the rear one is a little bit heavier on the top, and the foreground, the split head code, is a little bit lighter, with a bit of dry brushing of different various greys and airbrushing around the exhaust ports, and various just frame colours to dull it down, with a few streaks of water or representation of water running down there. So yeah, quite pleased with those. As you can see, made sure that the windscreens were a little bit dirty. However, obviously the windscreen wipers have been doing their job and in effect clean that area. Now for a little bit of running. So I hope you've enjoyed those few bits of running there, a few clips of running. The Loco itself, I think I've said it quite a few times, is excellent. Really good sound, and when obviously run with its sister, the sound is phenomenal. But yeah, really pleased with it. And I think that light weathering has really just popped it in a couple of areas to really make it look really good. Also, some of the other stock that I've purchased recently. This is the Lomac from Clark Rail Wagon Works. Really good weight, excellent detail. And it's also going to be used to carry the one of those small cameras that you can get to do driver eye views, which I'm looking forward to doing. However, unfortunately, the camera's arrived and doesn't appear to be working. So in conversation with someone in China at the moment to work out how I just differently press a single button. The other unit, which is this Plaza 12-ton single jib crane, basically an OTP. It's actually a little bit late. It was actually first built in the 1970s, so it's a bit late for Kingsclear, but I used this quite a lot in my early career and obviously had to be purchased. Now there are, I think, not many issues with it. One issue is the, I don't know if you can notice in there on the right hand side of the cab there's a window missing. To be honest with you, you wouldn't really notice it. I'm going to try and get inside that cab if I can to do some more interior details, but I know those rivet counters out there, they'll be foaming at the bit and writing lots of nasty little comments to everybody, but you know, just get a life. As I say, good weight, and the detail and the proportions do look absolutely spot on, and I think once it's had a bit of a weathering, it won't look so bright and it'll actually look really at home. But as I say, it's a little bit late in regards of the years for Kingsclear, so it'd be hard to run it prototypical with what I've got here with steam engines, etc. But as I say, it's my railway, I wanted it, and it looks really good. But anyway, apart from that, as I say, I hope you've enjoyed this second update regarding the Accurascale 37s. I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there which may go into a little bit more detail, but as I say, just a bit of an overview. How it looks is great. And as I say, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. That keeps you up to date of events here at Kingsclear. And obviously click like and add any old comments. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. They're all gratefully appreciated, and that's about it really. So we'll just put this back into the siding now and speak to you soon.